When the late Governor Rotimi Akeredolu made appearances at airports, whether departing for official duties, arriving from national engagements, or returning home after crucial medical travels, those moments often captured more than just protocol. They told a story of leadership, of resilience, of quiet strength, and in his final years, of a man carrying out his mandate. Even while battling health challenges, Rotimi Akeredolu, known to many as Akedi, was not just a political figure. He was a symbol of fierce integrity, a legal luminary, and one of the most outspoken governors in Nigeria's modern democratic era. And while much of his leadership was seen through policies, speeches, and bold public statements, there were powerful, more subtle narratives that played out during his airport appearances. Each airport visit carried significance. Some were routine, departing Akure Airport for Abuja to attend governors' forum meetings, security briefings, or national consultations, but even in those moments, his posture was commanding. No unnecessary drama, no exaggerated entourage. Just a man on a mission, with files in one hand and purpose in his stride. Other times, his arrivals were greeted with cheers and crowds, especially after extended trips abroad, whether for medical treatment or international conferences. There were heartfelt moments when aides and state officials lined up to welcome him, visibly relieved to see their governor return safely. In those scenes, cameras caught more than photographs. They captured emotion, human moments, the weight of governance, and the fragility of health merging in real time. In the months when Akeredolu's health became a subject of public concern, his airport visits took on deeper meaning. Nigerians watched with concern as he arrived from Germany, often looking visibly tired but still determined. Despite physical challenges, he made a point to wave, to smile faintly, to show the people of Ondo State that he was still present, still aware of his responsibility. One of the most emotional airport scenes was his final return to Nigeria after months of medical care abroad. The footage, shared online and across news platforms, showed Akeredolu in a wheelchair, surrounded by loyal aides and a visibly somber yet respectful welcome team. For many, it was a moment of painful respect, seeing a man of such former vigor, now physically diminished but spiritually unwavering. Throughout his tenure, Akeredolu never used the airport as a show-off spot. No unnecessary fleet, no fanfare. He was focused, almost always dressed in simple kaftans or traditional agbada, often paired with his signature cap and sunglasses. There was something presidential in his simplicity, a quiet dignity. Security was tight during his arrivals and departures, but not chaotic. Airport staff in Akure grew familiar with his steady presence. Some even called him the no-nonsense governor. He didn't linger for photos or small talk. He came, he went, he led. And then there were those moments of diplomacy, meeting other governors or federal officials at the Abuja or Lagos terminals. Camera flashes catching short handshakes, quick hugs, serious discussions, even while waiting for boarding calls. These weren't just airport visits. They were stages for governance in motion. But beyond the formal moments, there were human touches, like when Akeredolu once paused to acknowledge an elderly fan at the arrival hall, or when he stood patiently while his documents were verified, declining any special bypass. For him, service wasn't about status, it was about duty. Looking back now, in the light of his passing, those airport visits mean so much more. They are no longer just clips of arrival and departure, they are memories, fragments of a journey, filled with courage, conviction, and a deep love for Ondo State and Nigeria. He may no longer walk through those airport gates, but the legacy he carried with every step, every appearance, every return from service or sickness, remains etched in the hearts of many.